Hello everybody, how's it going? Indie Rooms here, coming at you with another session of Ys Origin. We're gonna continue our Yunica Hugo playthrough today, so stay tuned as we continue. Axe wielding time! Frickin' Kingdom Hearts ass control scheme, pressing frickin' A. Or A for attack and B to jump. The flooded prison. The crystal's power purified the demon statue. Oh, it is a permanent enhancement. Increased stationary heal rate. What? God. Oh, it maxed out my armor and my boots. Interesting. Why? Alrighty. Good music, though. Got a full heal, cool. I think I'm also level 8 too. Nope, we're gonna go backwards first. Huh. Oh my god, I died. We're going up first. Oh. So we need to come back, it seems. Or not? It's a timer. And you can drown. Oh god. Okay, we got the ring mail. Oh no. I need a save. Oh god, get me out of here. No! Actually serious. Oh! Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Alright. Hold up. I'm gonna go get that rig now and then make a trip back. I'm missing something though, right? The flooded prison. Current armor, current leggings. Does it have to be done again? What's over here? Is this a loop? I think it might be. No, this is just for another item over here. Okay, we got a silver bracelet, so accessory. New artifact, able to dash. Ah, hold attack or skill key. Okay, we get the run. I like this. I'll take it. Oh, we're already level 10. Honestly, grinding kind of feels fun in a way. Damn it. Yeah, I lost my 2 times. Ooh, I'm level 13 now, I think, though. I guess the real question is, do I pursue or do I just go back? I think I'm gonna double back, save my progress, and then continue afterwards. Level 11. Ooh, we can actually do this again. How much does that strengthen it by? It's just 1 defense more. Is it needed is a question. It's not bad. this. Leveled up. Cool. I don't like it down there. It's scary. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, that's a boss right there? That's so dangerous, my dude. No! Wait, what? Oh my goodness. That just gave me a time save instead. I'm actually so happy right now. Forgiving game. Oh, that's what happened. I got, like, some super armor. Cool. I'm happy. Let's go. What's this? Ooh, we got an emerald, meaning more wind power. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, we got more wind power. Did I get a second, or...? Oh, this is a place I can't go yet. You know what? I'm kind of good here for now. Stationary hell. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, boss battle time. Well, well. Oh! Epona, right? If it isn't the little axe girl. Ah, it's you. If you're here, then I guess you managed to take down the demon I summoned. Hey, wait a sec. Does that mean you beat Velugunder too? What's a Velugunder? You mean that giant red creature? Yeah, it gave me some trouble, but I managed. I guess Kishkol was right about you after all. You do pretty good for a dumb... Will you stop calling me that? My name is... Whoa now. I've forgotten your name already. Unless I think you're worth my time, I don't give a Picard's ass what it is. Save the introductions for after our fight. If you somehow manage to beat me, then you can tell me who you are. Not that that's likely to happen, of course. Maybe those ugly ass clothes will look better once I open you up and hang you on the wall. Wow. So we fight an opponent here. Cool. Ow. Damn you. Oh my. My dude? Frickin' anti-airs. Insane hitbox. What the hell? Okay. Oh! Now she decides to do new things. Oh god. Get away! No! That's so mean. That does so much damage. Ow. Why? Damn it. Why does that damage me, my dude? Just smack me, please. Hit me harder. Oh my god. How did that hit me? Why did you do that? Oh my god. Why there? No! Come on! So dumb. Why? Excuse me? The after effect of the flame is what's getting me. I'm just getting mad. That hitbox, my dude. I'm learning somewhat new openings. Hate that so much. Let's go! GG. Killed on spot. That was fun. I liked it. Actually, a very cool battle. Ah, shit. Guess I must have let my guard down. Not bad, though. Not great, but not bad. Is she talking about me or her? Alright, I guess a promise is a promise. What's your name, girlie? Huh? Your name! You do have a name, right? I hate cluttering up my brain with useless knowledge, but I think you've earned a spot in it. Just a small one, though. It's Yunica. Yunica Tova. Yunica, huh? That's a weird name. I'm Epona, one of the foremost warriors of my people. See, that's the thing. I really want to know who your people are, and why you're after Lady Rhea and Lady Fina. Lady Fee who? Now, I hate multi-part questions. I never feel like answering them. You should learn to ask one thing at a time, but hey, I'll throw you a bone. Me and my companions, we're not from East. Oh, what? Ah, crap, I've gotta go. Zava gave me orders, and if she sees me wasting all my time here with you, she'll have my head. Technically, I'm supposed to kill you, but well, I tried and I failed, so I guess I'll let you off with a warning this time. Don't worry, though. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. See you soon. See you later, Yunica. Hey, wait! Not from East? I'm not sure what to make of that, but I don't think it's good news for us. Alrighty. GG. Not easy. Ooh, new thing. Underwater breathing tool. Water dragon scale. Yep. What's this? Looks like a bunch of fish scales, but it feels kind of funny when I'm holding it. Like my body's breathing more deeply or something. But I guess with all the water around here, that could come in really handy. Huh? What's going on? Oh, it's just a Lila shell. Yunica took out the Lila shell and put it to her ear. Yunica, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Is something wrong? Quite the opposite, actually. Commander Galleon and the sorcerers have arrived safely in the tower. Oh, thank goodness. Seems that's just about everyone now. Whenever you get a chance, please return to base so we can discuss how to proceed. Oh, sure. Should I just use a crystal to warp back? If you would, yes. See you soon. Yunica put away the Lila shell. If the commander made it, I'm sure Cecilia must be here too. That should be an interesting meeting. There'll definitely be plenty to discuss. Ah. Commander, Cecilia. Yunica Tova. Welcome back. Where have you been, Yunica? Yeah, where have you been? As I recall, you were ordered to come back here immediately. Father Superior told me of your request. I understand you've been doing some advanced scouting of the tower. I have, yeah. I'm still not even halfway up, though. Given the scope of the location, I'd hardly expect you to be. In fact, this is the biggest obstacle we face here, I believe. We'd all like to begin searching in earnest, but without a solid strategy, we may as well be walking in circles. Actually, on the subject of searching, we seem to be missing someone. One of our sorcerers is still unaccounted for. Hugo? Should we form a small team to look for him as well? Perhaps. We can't simply abandon one of our own. There's no need to worry about him. Yeah, it is, Hugo. Good of you to join us. Oh, you're... Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cadena. I'm a sorceress of East. I look forward to working with you all on this mission. I'm Musha. I'm a sorceress too. Pleased to meet you. You too. My name's Yunica Tova. I'm an apprentice knight. Nice to make your acquaintance. So you believe your missing sorcerer is not in any danger then? It's Hugo Fact, the successor to the Fact name. Frankly, I'd be more surprised if he did show up here. Ah, the younger brother of our fallen comrade. He's got an iron will. If he's not already in the tower, I'm sure he'll make his way here sooner or later, and be no worse for the wear. He understands the severity of the situation. He'd want us to start the search and rescue as soon as possible, with or without him. Understood. On your advice, then, that's exactly what we'll do. Come, there's much to discuss. We must pool our knowledge if we are to successfully locate our goddesses. I didn't think it was possible for the situation to become more urgent than it already was. So the demons are under the control of humans, but why and who are they? The only ones who have encountered them directly thus are Yunica and Rico. Can the two of you provide any additional information as to their identities? Well, Yunica detailed her encounter with Epona. They're from outside of East. Are you certain that's what she said? That's unbelievable. I'd heard there was a whole world beyond our borders, but I never imagined I'd meet anyone who came from there. Do you know how many of them there are? I've only personally encountered these 2 warriors. I can't speak for any others. Same here, but I think there has to be at least one more. I ran into a pretty sophisticated mage trap during my recon. 2 physical fighters alone couldn't have set that. So there's likely a sorcerer acting behind the scenes. And if they're from outside East, the magic they've got doesn't come from the goddesses. We have no idea what to expect. As if we didn't have already enough to worry about already. Our course seems clear. We must find our ladies Rhea and Fina and offer them protection not just from the demons but from this new threat as well. Understood. We Holy Knights would request the honor of serving as advance guard in this search. Granted. And I would ask the sorcerer to scout for any further snares, since at least one has been confirmed herein. Just remember the enemy most likely has a sorcerer of considerable skill in its employ. It is imperative that you all exercise the utmost caution. We will. I'll do my best. Personally, I'm just glad I can walk again. I'll go pretty much anywhere. Unfortunately, Rico, I'm afraid I must ask that you remain here at base. What? You are well versed in the mystic knowledge of your house, are you not? Specifically the spells of tempering. I suspect many powerful foes lie in wait for us within these walls. As such, I would like you to remain on hand and use your magic to strengthen the search party's weapons as needed. Ah, okay, no problem at all then. I'm glad to be of service. I must say, Yunica, I'm kind of stunned that you were able to make it so far up the tower. You must have fought a pretty wide variety of demons to get there. Yeah, I guess. Our little Yunica has grown up so fast. I don't know about that. These still seem like the actions of an amateur to me. Don't get me wrong, the information you've gathered has been a huge help, but we have no idea what we're up against in here. You need to be more cognizant of your own limitations, Yunica. You can't just rush in headlong like that. Sorry. That's our Cecilia, ever quick to deliver the 40 lashes. Don't mock me. Cecilia's right, Yunica. I know how much you care for the goddesses, but you must not let those feelings cloud your judgment. Yes, sir. I understand. Excellent. With that settled, then, I believe it is time for the Holy Knights to commence this search and rescue. Unfortunately for us, the demons on these lower levels are weak enough that they can be dealt with one-on-one. As such, our first task will be to split up and gather our bearings. Should a situation arise where backup is required, make certain to contact the rest of us immediately. Do not attempt it alone. With that said, may the fortunes of war smile upon you all. Yes, sir! Hey, Yunica, did you need me to strengthen your weapon? That would be great! Alright, let's see what we've got. Actually, maybe I should start by explaining how it works. See, I'm gonna speak in Invocation Pass down from Gamma to Gamma. It has the ability to strengthen and fortify items. Rico, do you absolutely have to tell me all this? Magic talk always gives me a headache. Huh? Oh, sorry. I guess magic is one of those show don't tell things when you get right down to it. Rico took a piece of Claria ore from his pack. Claria, bear, may your solemn and mystic glow become as wisdom. Huh. Unica's axe has been strengthened. Here you go, one fortified weapon. Well, that was fast. Seems awfully similar to what Rue did, though. Thanks, Rico. Can I bring it by again later for another dose, or is that not how this thing works? I'm afraid not. I need a new piece of Claria ore for each time the spell is cast. And that just so happened to be the last piece I had on me. Aw, that's a shame. I'll see if I can track down any more for you, though. Sounds like a plan. If you do manage to get your hands on some, you know where to find me. Talk. Hey, about the invocation I used on your weapon, it seemed like someone else had already done the same thing once before, but how's that possible? Yeah, about that. Yunica told Rico about her encounter with the Rue. Whoa, Rues can do that? I'm not sure I like having that kind of competition. The invocation of strength is my thing. I feel so defeated, but no, I won't lose to some plushy demon. I can augment circles around that thing any day. If you come across any more Claria ore, you know where to find me. Bring me enough of it, and I'll make your axe so strong it can cut through anything. breathe easier. I can breathe easier knowing the Holy Knights are all present and accounted for, and since the sorcerers are all here, the search can finally get underway. I expect performance befitting a knight from you, Yunica. Do not let me down. I believe the people after the goddesses and the people who disrupt our transport spell are one and the same. I'm glad we've managed to get everyone back together, of course, but we mustn't let our guard down, even for a moment. I just pray that ladies Rhea and Fina are aware of the threat as well. You know, having backups probably wouldn't be a bad idea, just in case. Alrighty, so that's gonna be it for Unica's session currently. Let's get back to Hugo's. Just in case. Just in case. I have a feeling I'm gonna save over somebody's session. I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, let me BRB and then we'll continue with the so yeah, BRB. Alright, we are back. Let us get back to it, dudes. It sucks that you can't jump cancel the laser, the ground laser into the air. Alright, back to Hugo's death counter we go. Cool, level up. Alright, running shoes it is again. Silver bracelet. Why walk when you can run? Ebony Road. Okay, another level up. Cool. right. No, come on. Alrighty, GG. $300 for this one. Yep. Level 11. Cool. Ow. There we go. Another level. Yep, this way. Force shield power increased. Neat. I wish they had a rapid fire button. Boss fight time? Yeah. I wonder who? Epona or the bat? I've been waiting for you. I'm seriously impressed you're still alive. I never would have thought you'd actually beat Veligunder. Veligunder, the large demon between the tiers. It was a powerful fiend, to be sure, but its low intelligence was its undoing. It never stood a chance. You're really starting to piss me off, you know that? But I guess that works out pretty well, because now I'm even more keen on beating the starch out of that collar. Let's try this one more time. I'm going to tear that pasty face of yours into bloody shreds. What's the matter? Come on, it's time for a rematch. You just never learn, do you? I already defeated you once. What makes you think things will turn out differently this time? What? You should get some help or set some traps or something. Instead, you're just duplicating the circumstances of your loss. See, this is why I hate dealing with the unintelligent. Wow. Seems I struck a nerve. Though it's hard to believe anything I said could actually sunk in through that thick skull of yours. The hell is your problem? If you're so goddamn smart, then fine, I'll take your advice, but then maybe then you'll understand just what being a little shit and talking down to others really gets you. Oh! Whoa. What do you think? I borrowed a couple of familiars from one of my companions. I generally prefer taking a more hands-on approach to battle. We've got those eyeball things, so it seems only fair I use a few tricks of my own, you know? Ugh. This isn't good. I'm not certain I'll be able to handle two at once. And that's assuming she lets him do all the work. If she joins in, I could be in real trouble. Huh? Oh my god, it's just a swap. I see. She can't handle two. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Your enemy's over there, that pissy little wizard guy. Damn you, Zava. Aren't these things supposed to be loyal to their summoner? They're basically wild animals. Hey, piss boy. Why the hell are you just standing there? Oh, don't mind me. Please do continue. I never deigned to ruin such a touching moment between a master and her two loving pets. Would you cut this shit already? I'm asking for your help here. Just lend me a hand here, please. Why should I? Sorry, but you made your own bed. It's time to see how it feels to lie in it. Wait, stop! Remember when I said you reminded me of someone else? Well, if I die here, you'll never find out who. I'm listening. Whoa, that actually worked? Okay, one of my companions in this tower is a guy who looks a lot like you. If you help me survive this mess, I'll tell you everything I know about him. Alright, but you better stay true to your word. Cool, cool. Ow, ow. Oh my goodness. Oh god, oh god, oh god! No! No! Almost my first try. Ah, damn it. Oh, come on. Really? Away from me! GG! Second try. Whew. Cool boss. Thwart Epona's early game challenge as both Yunica and Hugo. That's funny, that's an achievement. Oh, that was easy enough. Definitely nowhere near as menacing as it seemed. I almost feel bad for it. Ah, looks like yours is taken care of too. Well, that makes sense she'd be able to take care of it. 2 at once is hard, but like, yeah. He really saved my ass. Thanks. Our source told us the people of East are all do-gooders with hearts of gold, but I guess you're a little different, huh? It took some convincing before you agreed to help me after all. I really thought you were going to walk away and leave me to get eaten. I probably should have. It would have been a fitting end for you, but I didn't. You know exactly why not. I expect you to keep your promise, no excuses. Yeah, I get it. You want to know more about the guy who looks like you, right? That's correct. Okay then, man, where to begin? He joined up with our leader about 6 months ago, give or take. He fights using these claws on his forearms, and he's pretty damn good with them. Not much for a conversation though. Can't give you a name, unfortunately, because he never told us his. He just said to call him the Claw. How tacky is that, you know? The Claw? And I guess he's got the power to absorb energy from fallen demons or something. I'm not really sure how that works. But Zava hates his guts because of it. Seems like every demon she summons he kills, and she gets really attached to her familiars. Oh yeah, I guess you don't know who that is. Zava is a sorceress who serves as an advisor to our leader. She's real creepy. 6 months? Well, it's the right time frame, but this whole business with the claws is rather suspect. Could it be someone else? What is it? Why are you staring at me like that? Just marveling at how similar you two look. It really is uncanny. Especially when you've got the same angsty look on your face. He does that all the time. So what do you think? You two related? Long-lost brothers, maybe? I think I've heard enough. Huh? I said I've heard enough. I'm convinced you've learned your lesson, so I'll let you live this time. But you'd better get the hell out of my sight. What's with the attitude all of a sudden? I've been pretty damn accommodating if I do say so myself. That was just you keeping up your end of the bargain, and make no mistake, it was a bargain for you. Like it or not, we're still enemies. So unless you want to go one last round to the death, I think this would be a good time for you to bow out gracefully. God damn, I think you might even be more of a sourpuss than he is. Well, if that's how you want it, suit yourself. Seems I must have dug up one too many unpleasant memories, so it's probably best I give you time to cool down anyway. Wait. What do you mean by that? Bullseye. You want to final showdown with me? Next time. Just make sure you come prepared, I know I will. Damn, she's got teleportation magic. Well, no matter, she's a minor nuisance at best. Clearly not a real threat in any way. But still, 6 months ago, a man who fights with claws on his forearms, could it really be him? Give me a moment, I'll BRB, and then we're probably gonna end afterwards. So, BRB, dudes. I have returned. Alright. Let us continue and finish off our session for today. We got the water dragon scales. What's this? I think I see. This should allow me to hold my breath underwater for a longer period of time if I'm not mistaken. A very convenient item indeed. And that would be coming from the Lila shell. Hugo removed the Lila shell from his pack and placed it to his ear. Hugo, are you there? Yes, Eolia, I can hear you. Is something wrong? No, quite the opposite, actually. The Holy Knights have just arrived in the tower. The search party has now been completely reassembled, more or less. As soon as you have a moment, your presence is requested back here as well. Understood. I'll warp back to the base immediately. Thanks. See you in a moment. Hugo put away the Lila shell. That was quicker than I anticipated. I suppose the solo search hasn't been without its merits, though. I definitely made some headway. It pains me to stop now, but ignoring the summons would only raise suspicion. Hugo. Ah, Rico. Glad to see you up and about. Yeah, Muisha's healing spells really helped out a lot. Though honestly, I would have been fine on my own as well. It would have just taken a bit longer. You really should have let her keep you company, Hugo. You too, honestly. It's okay, Rico. I don't mind. I didn't mind, honest. I'm just glad to see you're safe, Hugo. How's everything going? Did you get much further up the tower? Not really. Not really. I still haven't even covered a third of it. And no clues yet as to the whereabouts of the goddesses, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to hear. Well, I guess we still have a long way to go then. Ah, I see you've returned. Sir Knight? Please allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Galleon, and I serve as Deputy Commander of the Holy Knights. And I'm Cecilia, his aide. Ramona, nice to meet you. My name is Roy, I'm a new recruit. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Hugo Fact. Fact? Wait, so... does that mean... It seems I finally get to put a face to the name. You're related to Toll Fact, are you not? I'm his younger brother. Is there some sort of problem with that? No, not at all. Please excuse a question it was most impolite of me to ask. That's quite alright. Come, there's much to discuss. We must pool our knowledge if we are to successfully locate our goddesses. I didn't think that the situation would become more urgent than it already was. If you're right, then we definitely got our work cut out for us, because that one was one hell of an impact. Oh, come on, Roy. There's no need for the long face. I'm sure she's just fine. Ramona. Did something happen? Come to think of it, weren't there 12 people in the search party? So we're missing 2? It still seems that we're a couple short. So, Yunica and somebody else? Yunica Tova is presently unaccounted for. She's an apprentice knight. Dino is out looking for her. Oh, okay, Dino. Oh. It's okay, though. Even though the transport spell was disrupted, the force fields that protected us stayed intact the whole time. So I'm certain Unica's alright. I sure hope so. Dino is more than capable of finding her, I believe. Right now, we must focus on the Tusca hand. Time is of the essence. Our top priority is to locate ladies Rhea and Fina and ensure their safety. You can leave that to us. If there's even the slightest chance they were captured by the enemy, we knights will stop at nothing to set them free. Very well, I appoint the Holy Knights as vanguard then. But physical prowess alone may not be enough. Hugo's intelligence suggests there is a powerful wizard at play as well. And so our sorcerer's talents may yet prove vital in combat. I would ask that all sorcerers join the knights in their reconnaissance. Of course, you cannot count on our support. Understood. I'll do whatever I can to help. I can't tell if I'm scared or excited right now. Rika has to stay at home base. Okay, no problem. Do you really plan on continuing the search by yourself, Hugo? Yes, I think that's for the best. The eyes effect present a hazard to any bystanders in range, and I hate to cause injury to one of our own. Still, Hugo, I don't have time to placate you, Musha. I know what you're going to ask, and the answer is no. Please understand, it's for your own good. Okay, I guess you're right. It was stupid. It was a stupid idea anyway. Sorry. Shall we go, Cadena? Cadena? Sure, let's go. We'll see you later, Hugo. Try to stay out of trouble. Do you have something to say to me? Not exactly. Your fuse just seems a little shorter than usual today, that's all. I mean, you've never been very delicate with words, but that, well, let's just say that was the absolute antithesis of delicate. Is something the matter? It's none of your concern. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought you'd say. Well, if you ever need to talk, I'm always willing to lend an ear. Come for the weapon tempering, stay for the therapy, or something like that. Just know that I'm here for you, Hugo. If I ever need to talk, he says. This isn't exactly a matter that lends itself to a friendly discourse. Oh well. All I can do now is focus on the road ahead of me. As long as I stay a few steps ahead of the knights, I should be fine. Sorry for the coughing, my god. I already understand the basic principles behind your work. I'd prefer it if you just got the job done. You're no fun. What good is mastering ancient art if I can't boast about it a little? Claria, bear of purest radiance, may your song and strength One fortified weapon. Nicely done. It definitely feels more powerful, though. That was eerily similar to the process employed by the Hungarian. I appreciate the assistance, but I must ask, is that it, or can you make it even stronger still? I'm afraid not. I need a new piece of Claria or each time the spell is cast. I see. I'll have to keep an eye out for any stray pieces of Claria. Then. Thanks again for your help, Rico. Sounds like a plan. If you do manage to get your hands on some, you know where to find me. Hey, about... Ah, yes, about that. The room? Whoa, Ruse can do that? I'm glad to see the Holy Knights are safe and sound. Hugo, your reconnaissance has been invaluable to us. Please continue as you have been. And that is where I'm going to end for today. Good session. So we got both Yunica and Hugo decently far. So next time we will be starting off as Yunica again. Dun, 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 dun. Use analog as digital. I don't know what that means. Oh, wow. I think I like this more. Yeah, I think I like that more. Alright. That's where I'm going to end for today. Fun session. We're doing really well with Yunica and Hugo. The last boss fight that we did with Hugo was pretty easy, so that's fine. We're probably going to encounter harder bosses as we go through the game. And again, we are on Nightmare, so things will definitely be difficult, more than likely. We'll see. That's where I'm going to end. For those of you watching, much appreciated. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you dudes next time. Have a good one. Peace out, and bye.